you're young and you call yourself a Christian, please listen to this. I see a lot of people trying to normalize being young, living it up, and then coming to Christ later when you're mature and you want a family and you want children, all of that stuff. But I'm telling you now that coming to Christ in your youth is actually a blessing, and God encourages it. Do not let the fear of missing out have you in settings or doing things that you will actually regret later on in your walk and feel guilty of. And maybe it might actually keep you from coming to Christ because of the guilt that you feel for the sins that you have committed in your youth. 1 Timothy 4:12 says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers, in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity." If you are a young person who is following Christ, it's actually a beautiful thing, and God expects you to set standards for those around you so they can see Christ in you. I know when you are younger, it's a lot harder for people to want to be receptive to Christ because they want to live their lives and do whatever they want. And, this generation pushes sinning in your youth. And it's actually been a thing for years, even before the generation we're in now. But all you have to do is bear the fruits of the Spirit, and people will actually want to learn Christ. When people see you actually being a representation of Christ, it actually draws people in. It'll actually bring people to Christ. It'll actually save souls and plant seeds. Ecclesiastes 12:1 says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while thy evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." Being young and chasing evil things can actually become a barrier with your relationship with Christ. If you actually think about it, being in our youth and coming to Christ is actually super productive because we're at our most fit, our most healthiest. We'll never be like this again. So we have to use that in the advantage of, helping the kingdom of God. Because when you get older and your body starts catching up to you, all of those things start catching up to you, you're not going to be able to have the same amount of energy that you do now. So if you're a young Christian watching this, just know that it's a blessing to be able to come to Christ in your youth.